Salvit, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a Latin word that's truly a beast, Bellua. Get ready to explore a term that's more than just an animal. It's a monster, a brute, a creature of immense power, and sometimes terrifying ferocity. So what exactly is Bellua? Let's break it down. At its core, Bellua, with the genitive form Bellua, is a first declension feminine noun. Its primary meaning is beast or wild animal, but this isn't your everyday farm animal. The Romans used Bellua to describe creatures that were large, untamed, and often dangerous. Think lions, bears, or even massive sea creatures lurking in the depths. When you hear Bellua, you should picture something that inspires a sense of awe and maybe a little bit of fear. It's the kind of animal that would have been the star attraction in the Roman Colosseum, a spectacle of nature's raw power. The word carries a weight that a simple term like animal just doesn't have. It implies a scale and wildness that sets it apart. For example, the famous Roman orator Cicero uses the word to describe elephants. He speaks of the Bellua indica, the Indian beast, highlighting its exotic nature and sheer size. This wasn't just any animal, it was a marvel, a creature from a distant land that captivated the Roman imagination. The use of Bellua here immediately tells his audience that he's talking about something extraordinary. But the meaning of Bellua doesn't stop with literal animals. The Romans, in their typical fashion, loved to use powerful words metaphorically. And Bellua was perfect for this. It evolved to mean monster or brute, not just in a physical sense, but in a moral or character-based one. Imagine a person who is incredibly cruel, savage, or acts without reason or humanity. The Romans might call such a person a Bellua. It's a powerful insult, suggesting that the person has lost their civilized nature and has descended into a state of animalistic brutality. They are no longer behaving like a proper Roman citizen, but like a mindless, ferocious beast. This metaphorical usage is fascinating because it reveals a lot about Roman values. They placed a high premium on reason, self-control, and civilization qualities that separated humans from wild animals. To be called a Bellua was to be stripped of that distinction. You were being equated with the untamed, chaotic forces of nature that civilization was meant to conquer and control. Let's look at another example. The historian Livy, when describing the Carthaginian general Hannibal, sometimes portrays him with attributes of a Bellua. While he respects Hannibal's military genius, he also highlights his perceived cruelty and foreign otherness, painting him as a force of nature that threatened to overwhelm Rome itself. This language was a deliberate choice to evoke a sense of monstrous power and threat. The word also connects to the idea of things that are unnaturally large or grotesque. A monstrous creation, something that defies the natural order, could be described as a Bellua. It captures that feeling of looking at something so immense or strange that it feels wrong, like it doesn't belong in our world. So we have two main branches of meaning, the literal great wild beast and the metaphorical monstrous brute. This dual nature is what makes Latin so rich. A single word can paint a picture of a physical creature while also making a profound comment on character and morality. Let's consider how this word echoes in modern language. While Bellua itself hasn't directly survived into English, its conceptual cousins have. Think of words like beastly, brutish, or even monstrous. These all carry that same connotation of savagery, immense size, or a lack of humanity that was encapsulated in the Latin Bellua. When we describe a brutal dictator as a monster, we are tapping into this same metaphorical will that the Romans drew from thousands of years ago. It's also interesting to note the gender. Bellua is a feminine noun. Now, in Latin, grammatical gender doesn't always align with natural gender, but it's worth pondering. Nature, in its untamed and powerful form, was often personified as feminine, both life-giving and destructive. Think of Mother Nature. It's possible that the feminine gender of Bellua subtly taps into this ancient archetype of a powerful, uncontrollable natural force. Let's trace the journey of Bellua through a quick summary. It starts as a specific noun for a large, wild animal, like an elephant or a whale at Bellua marina, a beast of the sea. From there, its meaning expands through metaphor. It becomes a label for any person or entity characterized by brute force, ferocity, and a lack of reason. It's a term for the monstrous, both in size and in spirit. So the next time you encounter a story about a great beast, a mythological monster, or even a historical figure described with inhuman cruelty, remember the Latin word Bellua. It's a small word with a colossal meaning, reminding us of the ancient Roman fascination with the wild, the powerful, and the monstrous forces that exist both in the natural world and within humanity itself. It's a testament to how language can capture not just a definition, but a feeling, a sense of awe, terror, and the boundary between the civilized and the wild. Thank you so much for joining me on this linguistic adventure into the world of ancient Rome. It's always a thrill to uncover the stories hidden within these old words. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration. Until next time, Valit.